What about this Eng pick though? Are we using the enchant to prevent some pick coming through, or because there's nothing to really steal? There's no Mirana in it, so you would usually go against the Enchantress. There's no Chen around. Is this like a preemptive Beastmaster block pick? Because it could be that we are not letting you get the Beastmaster for offlane and pick the Eng to steal the boars.
Radiant's turn to royally screwed up.
Maybe. Oh, they go for the axe themselves. Easy.
All right.
Okay.
What
No,
does
I rate
Collapse
that.
play then?
Nothing. He doesn't
He
have a hero.
can't play
left.
Mars. He can't play Axe. Those are like his two best heroes. Well, Axe based on this
Only
series, but
10
Mars based
seconds.
on that bloody Collapse, man. Like he's really good on Mars.
5 seconds. Hurry.
What does he
hurry.
play? This
Don't
really
know.
gives.
I actually don't know. We've seen so
gonna-
much on these other heroes, so
Pangolier
some
is his
research if
third
you
most
want.
played hero, apparently.
Something
Do you
We
like
might
Pango
see,
at all?
I think mainly they have 30 seconds left, but for me, I just like the idea of them punishing the greediness of an Axe Morphling. They already have a lot of map presence with Ench Void. So I'd love to, there we go, I'd love to see them really just kind of drive home the idea that they can just break down the lanes and never give Live to Win a chance to play. Like, I think this is reminiscent of game 1, where Team Spirit, their lineup was so slow, Live to Win just outpaced them the entire time. And now in game 3, that kind of game plan has changed. Now Team Spirit, they have the Axe with the Ursa with the Axe, equivalent to a Monkey King type situation. They have Ursa against Morphling as well, with the Abyssal Blade, can also kill him quite quickly. So yeah, Team Spirit, they're looking pretty scary, and this draft is
They're running out of
a lot
time on the
closer.
bans. 2
Yeah.
seconds left. Life Stealer. Okay. No Infest Bomb with the Axe. That means they're indicating Morphling mid.
yeah, maybe they're just scared of dual core. 'Cause I think for Team Spirit, when they show their hand as pure aggression, a dual core,
10
as in like
seconds to
big
pick.
core, can just completely outscale you. Where you might lose the early portion of the game, but
5
then eventually you never go
seconds.
high ground. You have an Ursa. There's these two lads just start outscaling you, and then you can't win the late portion of the game. So I think Team Spirit just scared of them all in on the Ursa, but then him not being able to truly close it out. Like, they want to be able to jump one hero, right? You jump the Morphling, you kill him, you win the fight. If it's
Only
Morphling
10
plus 1,
seconds.
very hard to do.
Team Spirit really taking it down
5
to the last
seconds
seconds.
remain.
3 seconds reserve. Sorry, 2 seconds reserve and 3 seconds on the main time.
Dire's
Storm
banned.
Spirit ban comes through.
Radiant's turn to royally
And now it's time to
screwed up.
pick. Invoker instantly banned by Live to Win. Invoker and Beastmaster, so they're not even getting to play the Beastmaster. You've got the Axe there. Live to Win, maybe they have a tiny bit of cheese value in their draft.
Celebrate in the
Only 10
They're so
seconds.
scary. Like,
There's
actually,
no-
it's such a pleasant change from game 2. Game 2, I was so
seconds.
super
Hurry,
polarizing
hurry.
with my opinions. But this game, it's like,
Dire team pick.
we're back to normality, boys. Oh, damn, look at that. Batrider, okay. Quick
Yeehaw!
question. Yep, sure. Yeah, why not? Cowboy time. Oh, wait, it's not Epic League. That's BTS.
It's
Oh,
not,
God, no.
but Collapse Batrider, by the looks of it.
So
unless,
the quest-
unless Collapse plays Void Spirit. But yeah, go on.
Yeah, there's
10
flexibility
seconds
for
to
sure. The
pick.
question is for Live to Win. With that flexibility present, they need to find a
5
hero that
seconds.
can
Hurry, hurry.
play into potentially this Batrider, because Morphling can't, Axe obviously can't, and the mid lane, like, what's left is DP available. Oh, DP's banned out by Team Spirit. Very good. Wow, this is such an awkward position in the draft, because there's so much aggression coming out. You need counter aggression, but the counter aggression heroes, like a Kunkka or something, just get dismantled by what like a Batrider does.
Hero.
Wait, was this
Ooh,
Live
okay.
to Win's go-to hero last time? Who played Weaver in our group
Cascade.
stages? Was it Cascade?
Cascade, yeah, Cascade did. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, Cascade played in
Damn,
the
okay.
last game. Yeah.
So
But
they
that wasn't a
they
win.
put the Morphling onto mid
Mhm.
as basically as a repercussion of the Batrider pick. They're forced their hand basically, and then we get to see Live to Win pick up a Weaver as a old classic counter to the Batrider, because you can always Sakuchi away from the Batrider, and also you have kill potential with the bugs. The question is simply, Live to Win, where is their early damage? Because their laning phase, it will be somewhat scary. Axe plus Lena, the Weaver into Batrider,
10
Morphling
seconds
should
to
do
pick.
perfectly fine mid against the Void Spirit. But once they finish laning phase, when do they group up and collapse on the map? When do they make this big team play? They can play around Tombstone and Weaver. Maybe the Axe, if he goes like phase earn and runs around, he can do stuff. But for Team Spirit, it's really easy for them to play around Void Spirit Ench, plus either the Bat or the Ursa, or even the Phoenix, and let the Ursa go battle through. So I actually prefer Team Spirit's draft this time for sure. But yeah, it's all about if Weaver, like in terms of pacing of the game, it's Weaver Undying versus Void Spirit, pretty much, in my opinion. And the other question is Batrider. If he skips behind tower and just farms up and buys bots, he can just be super fat, get a quick BKB, and then like, how do you stop a BKB target? Like, sure, you have Axcall, but again, where's the damage? So yeah, this will be a really close game, in my opinion. Both teams have answers to each other in different ways, and again, Roshan will be really critical. Like one team has Tombstone and Axcall to play around. One team has an Ursa just to take it quickly. So yeah, exciting stuff. I'm happy that they're super, super close and going into game 3.
Game 3 is the turn for here. And as we approach the final map of the day, the last series of the day, ladies and gents, welcome to the BTS Pro Series Season 4 Europe and CIS matchup between Team Spirit and Live to Win. Right at twitch.tv/Beyond the Summit right now.
Yeah, so Panda's actually trying to apply to become the announcer for when TI comes back.
No. Nobody can replace that guy. I'm just
No, well, you're trying. I understand. No, don't worry. You're trying, Panda. I know you want to diversify your career. I respect that. I liked it. I think maybe they could hire you for the group stages and allow him to do playoffs, have a bit more of a difference. That could be kind of fun, right?
Could be, yeah. I mean,
so yeah, Panda, again,
actually, yeah.
His Twitter handle was below, you know, if you want to hire him for the voice, you know, there we go, boom, done. There we go, I got you, Panda.
Thank you, man. And also, if you want to hear more brilliant analysis from this, well, I was about to say silly Brit, but he is not only silly, he's very analytical. He knows what he talks about. He has a lot of fun with it, too. He's got some great memes. Go check out on Twitter, at TGuvnor.
I just did another one, by the way. It's not even a meme at this point. It's just literally a fact check. Yeah. Sorry, I cut you off before you gave me the shout. Damn, I'm really bad at this shout out thing.
That's completely fine. But, you know, we've got those Twitter handles there, so, you know, the best you can do is drop a follow if you like what's happening. I just want to say I've been really enjoying these casts. This is literally our second last cast of the entire year. We have today,
let's go.
We have this
Christmas!
second last game, and then we have a best of 5 tomorrow between Vike and Gigi and the winner of this map, and then we are done for 2020 and Dota, at least from our part. We'll be still playing Dota, but at least competitive games, this will be the final for us. So, hopefully we get a good ride. Dream being chased up. Here comes the impetus spears and napalm stacks, and look at that damage.
That was a lot of damagios there, wasn't it? Christ.
He's got no salve. He's got 2 more tangos, but what does his clarity have? Does he get a salve from his buddy? Nope, he does not.
Undying went for a very greedy build of the I want to play into a Batrider lane, so he went for his own build. A bit of move speed, a bit of stick, but this Weaver, he might feel the repercussions of this.
And also, don't worry, the UI has been fixed. I just remembered that I had the wrong thingy there.
Please say you're still showing like the draft screen or something. Something really bad. Were you?
I just have a different header that is blocking the top bar, but on the positive side, nobody killed nobody, and we were looking at the only situation that could have potentially led to a kill, so nobody missed anything.
Easy.
I got you, pals. Don't worry. T-Panda on the camera. All good. Soulbound and Collapse. So, we talked about this Batrider lane that the Undying has to face. It's not going to be the easiest for him to kind of bully them away, but at the same time, if they can get like the Tombstone at some point very early on, the Soul Rip also really hurts these heroes, especially the Phoenix, who doesn't have like the biggest HP pool. So you have a decent nuke. You also have a good heal for the Weaver too, who's also not too big on HP. Has 10 stick charges already. Wants to get that wand as soon as possible. Picked up a salve. Courier going back to base, coming back as well from there. More items needed.
But this is the perk of having that early stick in this top lane. Like, they don't have the salves, but they got the free regen from the napalm.
Tombstone, level 2, okay.
Oh, gee, that's bold, mate, isn't it?
It's bold, but so bad. We'll be able to clear it out. So Nako looking for the kill. They have the Shikuchi and the damage from the Batrider. Is it going to go through? No, not going to be enough. And there's the south. Oh, sorry. The stick charge is coming through. So Nako gets enough mana. He doesn't use decay. Instead, he delivers the slap with a punch.
Dude, I actually love that play. That's actually insane. Like
That was
normally
good
see
bait.
Sorip, you just like you slap a tombstone, they kill it, but then they're like, whoa, oh, we're so, oh no, that's actually, I'm actually very happy. I'm thoroughly impressed. That was really cool. You did give away 125 gold to get the kill, so it doesn't really net a full kill amount because you got 297, you gave 125. Chuck a couple numbers around, and yeah, it's not as great, but that was fun to see.
Where are you going?
Enchant in bottom, looking for Mina. LSA stun. Earthshock also out. 258 movement speed and Afterlife. He's got Battle Hunger leveled up, so for a moment I thought he's playing support, but no worries. He's the one farming up. Meanwhile, it is a Morphling leading up with 11 CS, 7 denies against this Void Spirit. Toronto Tokyo, aka Mayo or Mio, depends
Mio,
which
yeah.
one you prefer to call him.
And again, for all the people out there asking why is he called Toronto Tokyo, we did an interview with him, and he simply stated, "I like both Toronto and Tokyo." So
Yeah.
fair play to the lad. Also,
Exactly. Yeah,
yeah,
I did
that's
ask
about
that
it.
same question from him during Epic League, in the lobby, and I was just like,
Yep.
"What's up with the name?" And he's like, "Yeah, I just like both towns or cities."
it just so rolls off the tongue. Like when you say
Yeah.
Toronto, you really want to like lean into like Toronto and give it a bit more
Yeah.
flick to it. It's so nice, and then Tokyo.
Toronto Tokyo is kind of
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Yeah. Now it's just sounding like a weird hybrid American Russian. I don't know what we are, but maybe we should not do accents. We're not that good at it.
yeah. Tombstone comes down, Collapse getting slowed up so bad, same thing, Tombstone duty. And this time they can't get it down. The Icarus dive to safety, Collapse still got that one little bugger clawing this Bat Rider. And
pesky
Dream gets
chap,
a
eh?
lot of free right clicks in as well because of that. South been used. Tombstone still up. It does push the wave
reign
though.
of terror
And
is over.
oh my, you
Dire's
did not.
courier
You did not. The zombies pulled the hard camp, and so Tomato and Potato were like, Soneko's courier, you're going down. The neutrals kill the courier.
I was looking elsewhere, but oh god, amazing. All right, Seneko, get your revenge. Kill them.
Kill
Please
them
watch
indeed.
Watch Seneko. He must get revenge. He must be the killer of the big boy. The tomato
He's
must die
angry.
to Seneko's hands.
Slow punch.
Ah, okay,
Dream
1 for
comes
1.
the other
All
one.
right, that's fair. I'll take it.
They
I'll
got
give
it.
him
They
that.
got it.
Revenge
done.
has been had.
Dire's top
Got.
tower is being
Yeah, got.
attacked.
And just been
I don't know, man.
5
It's
minutes.
pretty late here.
5-minute bounties. There's still a bounty unpicked up. God damn it.
Oh, the value. Oh no. All right, you just pinged it as well.
Oh no, but still, like, it was already there. Oh, bruh.
Money to burn.
That is lost money, and now Toronto Tokyo is coming in to steal the fresh one.
Amazing.
Oh my, oh my.
Toronto's like, damn, guys, I stole the bounty. Ha, fool, you could have stole 2 if you went there a little bit sooner. But a really good start, though, from Live to Win. They're a lineup that they don't really collapse onto the map that quickly, so they need to have a really strong start, so they at least have the levels to fight up against the numbers advantage that Team Spirit will provide. And they have lanes going really well. The Weaver counter the Bat Rider is very prominent. This early Tombstone point is going to great effect. But then also mid lane is
I just
just a
absolutely-
walk in the park for Morphling.
Honestly, I just
Go on, mate.
absolutely love. I forgot the UI once, and there was actually nothing happening in the game, and chat is just going bonkers.
Well, it's fine though. Like they're all gonna be like, "Wow, fix so quickly, amazing."
Exactly. Like, please,
It's
please fix
fine.
it. Then we can't see the kills, but there's no kills. You worry, you're fine. Don't worry, I gotcha.
Radiant's middle
Alas,
tower is
alas.
taking damage.
Alas. Double CS lead. Morphling 37-12, 32-16 on the Weaver. Looking good. So bad. Being chased
Oh,
by
he's just
Soneko.
TP.
Soneko could kill him here.
Well, he has dive, so I don't think he can. But
You sure? Okay. If he had decay a bit sooner, maybe it would have been enough.
yeah,
Decay, Soul Rip. There's a camp right next to him that will do a decent amount of damage.
well, there is a heavily optimistic. But alas, Seneko is tickling the Phoenix, trying to annoy him, trying
Can
to
you really
be somewhat
Hey,
disruptive.
If you
Go
use
on.
feathers for tickling, can you actually tickle something that has feathers like the Phoenix? Does that count?
Do, you
Do
think
the
I'm a
birds
bird?
feel
Do you
ticklish the
think
whole
I-
time because they're
why would
feathers?
why would I know this answer? I ain't no bird tickler.
I'm not a bird
Panda.
tickler either. I'm just, you know.
I ain't no bird tickler, boy.
I'm one of those things, boy.
Radiant structures are fortified.
All right, FN, he's hitting the mid lane.
Radiant's
They do
middle
be tickling
tower
this
is ticking
tower.
Yeah, they do be.
Don't you
Wait.
dare ask me about
Wait.
if towers can be tickled.
I don't know.
Radiant's middle tower
I don't
is
think they
being
can.
Can a cement brick block be tickled and feel emotion?
Can it break with a feather? Stone used in mid though. Toronto Tokyo's like free Monets for me.
Well,
So bad,
he's actually
someone
going
who
for
gets
the
it.
hero rather than the tomb. He does
Yes.
prefer the money of that, but
FN gets the
FN
Poshka.
cleans up in Poshka, yeah, exactly.
Toronto Tokyo gets revenge on Sumiko.
Oh, and
While
Lena dies in the
Toro
bot
actually
lane.
gets immersion. Okay.
Oh no, the orbital corrosion on the earth, so that's so goddamn good. Not only is it minus armor, but it's a move slow.
Oh,
A bit
look
of
at that.
HP.
Look at that. Look at that. Slap. One more. One more.
Come on, one more. One more.
There we go.
Yes.
He's gonna die.
Kill yourself. Woo! Woo! I never thought I'd say that, but that was a very good death, especially with Seneko TPing in to try and claim the kill in XP.
Yeah.
He just dies in time, so Seneko gets literally nothing other than this beautiful creep wave that he might hold for his axe, but we will see shortly. If that was a pub, you know your offlane is screaming, hold the wave, do not farm it position 5, how dare you do such a thing? But Seneko's like, maybe I can quickly get one. Oh, he actually didn't get any, he only got one. Well, that's sad.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Collapse farming Ancients on a Bat Rider. Gets that
He
level
is.
7. 3 points in Firefly going back to home. Get that regen
the,
up and going.
Really important thing to note here is the Ancients did get a 20% reduction on their magic resistance. So it does allow for some of these, you know, magic damage dealers to maybe take the Ancient a bit quicker. And also Bat Rider with the Napalm, he can actually offset that, and as we just saw there, start getting a bit fatter earlier on into the game.
Beaver's building a Falcon Blade.
under fire.
Yeah, why not?
Mana region damage.
Yeah, it's very good. Like yeah, you literally just described, you just said all three things that I was about to repeat, but alas, it is very good for a Weaver, right? A little bit of HP, utilize that fluffy hat. Yeah, I don't mind it. I actually like these new items. They're kind of fun. I also love the fact that fluffy hat, I pointed out on my Twitter, again, shameless plug, oh well, what are you going to do about it? 2 fluffy hats gives you the same HP as a Vitality booster, but for like half the price, mate. That is some Dota maths right there.
That is. And meanwhile, Miposhka and the Sobat Phoenix both got hit by a T-Man LSA. Meanwhile, Immersion dies, and Miposhka as well, Afterlife, trying to make a run away from Toronto Tokyo, who doesn't have any charges remaining. FN also thought about, if they keep going at us, we might as well just go in. Gonna pass on the opportunity for now. Dream also comes back to lane. Collapse is low on HP. Does have a lasso. Get to use it is another completely different question here. DD rune for the picking. Goes for Toronto Tokyo.
Yeah, the old in and out job to secure the rune.
Yep.
It now means he can't rotate to a side lane and start applying any pressure because he doesn't have the astral step. So good for him in his own game and also removing it from FN, but it just takes him off the map.
Dream coming back in lane. But yeah, talk about the new items and how to utilize them. I like having a ranged option for Echo Saber. Because Echo Saber is still about the double hit, but the mana regen, the damage, and a bit of stats. This is damage and HP and mana regen for a range hero. Like
You mean okay? So you mean like an equivalent? Okay.
equivalent, yeah.
So the idea, so Falcon Blade to you is like what a melee hero buys Echo Saber for, and when they need that man. Okay. All right, I can see it.
Because a lot of heroes who do buy or did buy Echo Saber didn't have like the level 10 mana regen talent, and usually just struggled with mana control in some games. But then you also had heroes who did already have a mana regen talent, but they could opt to go for the other one if they decided to get Echo Saber. So they could leave their level 10 talent. Like Sven, do you want to go mana regen? Do you want to go and get that +7 strength? Do you really need more HP and a bit more damage? Like, you have the option for it, okay? Tokyo going aggressive here. Meanwhile, Dream is actually killed off by Collapse, and that's a solo kill in top. But we're looking at bottom as Yatoro's under the tower. Immersion gets body blocked by Soneko, so he can't go and throw that LSA.
That's actually insane because Collapse, he just gets the napalm up, and the Weaver just did not respect that potential lasso coming into play. And sure, you might have these like cheaper stat items to make you tanky, but you are not going to survive to a level at the time 9 Bat Rider. He's just going to rip you to shreds. So yeah, really good from Collapse, and He's been playing really well. especially
Exactly. I
in
was
Game
just
2
gonna
and
go
now
on
3.
about like, is Collapse the new offlane player? Like,
Let's not get carried away. All right, like he is very, very good.
Top tower is
And
under siege.
I think if he continues how he's doing, that's Dice bot lane. He could easily be in a position of getting picked up by one of the better teams within
yeah.
half a year or so. Yeah.
Tower is being
But no,
attacked.
again, very good start to his career. I think again, like, they're quite a young chap, not really been on
Dire's top
any of these
tower
teams,
is
and
under
Yellow
siege.
Submarine was
He's
now
never
Team Spirit.
been on the radar because he's never
Yeah,
actually been
exactly.
in like the scene.
Yeah.
I wonder who figured out like, hey, this kid can play.
Dire's top
Yeah.
tower is being attacked.
Whoever did that was been like struck a straight up gold mine.
Fortifying their towers.
Invis Rune about to run out on the Phoenix,
Dire's top
but
tower is
he's
under
hidden in the
siege.
trees. This is one thing where I would love to see if I was casting on like my own channel or something, is alt click on heroes, because just you see the duration of like an Invis Rune. How many seconds does he have left?
Yeah.
You can't really do it in broadcasts like these.
No,
Otherwise,
yeah,
I would
you
be
need player
alt clicking
perspective.
all the time just
Yeah.
to see like, okay, he's got 24 seconds of
Oh,
DD.
that, yeah.
What can he do with that?
Yeah.
And so bad spotted onto the high
he's just-
ground with the sun ray. Is he gonna come back? He didn't TP.
He's just
They're
flying
waiting
up to the
for him.
grand finals.
Oh, look at that.
Dire's top tower is
Oh, he's
destroyed.
brought back. But he gets.
Oh, that was
he
cool.
still gets home. He did really buy some
That-
extra seconds. He's just holding this entire 4 stack in anticipation. Wait for it. Wait for it. Without the witch doctor in there, though.
No, yeah, for sure. That was fun. That was,
That was
yeah.
fun.
Tower still falls, but overall, Team Spirit, they should be happy with how this has gone, because how the lane started, it could have easily been a much different story. But because of the game that Collapse is having, he's got 30-minute bots plus blink. Like, he could easily just blow up FN if he doesn't get that shift off with the ready. Look at mid lane. Oh,
I'm looking at
he
mid lane.
double blinked. He did you see that?
Don't think I
Did
did.
you? Mate, Collapse was smoked up in the river, ready to go onto FN. He then pressed the blink twice and went backwards instead of forwards.
Ah. All right. I didn't see that one.
Well, you're a Collapse fanboy, so of course you don't want to show him misplay like that. I understand.
All right. Oh, this is the path we're going now. Okay. I see how it is. But he sees Soneko, and he's ready to do some plays. And there we go. Let's burn the Sundying alive. Let's reserve some resources. Reserve some resources. I guess I can do that. He's going to get himself a tombstone as well. FN is also here. He can't cliff him, though, because, that's a hero that can always get away. Phoenix dies in bottom, though. So Immersion and Dream get their revenge for letting that hero escape the last time. But FN, Toronto Tokyo, trying to bait a play. Trying to make something do, for this Morphling to do something. Collapse wants to get this Weaver, maybe. No. Patience. Blink Lasso still there and keeping them wary. FN just waveformed. Collapse is still
Yeah, so-
stacking Napalm.
Right now, Live to Win is just trying to buy their time. They're trying to get to the point where they have an E-Blade on Morphling, and then they have the Blink Dagger on Axe, and this is going to be a really big timing coming into play. Like, 100 gold for Blink, you got like maybe 800 gold away from E-Blade, and this will be disruptive.
Undying, you just
Snake.
respawned. He's dead again.
But in the grand scheme of the game, this doesn't matter, right? Like, the timing
Not
that I'm
really.
mentioning is the Axe, the Morphling, and the Weaver wanting to play Dota as three.
Okay. FN onto
And
Collapse.
Collapse. Yeah, this is actually the worst thing that could have happened. Like, you keep killing Seneko, but then suddenly the cores come in and lap up the farm. So it's
Weaver also has ulti, so he can get away from Yatoro here. But yeah, that was... You got an Undying kill, but you're losing your life instead, so that's more worth for Live to win.
Being attacked.
Totally agree on that. You get to trade this mid tower, maybe Afterlife. Afterlife comes in with the blink call.
nice.
Assimilate just in time, gets a jump out to safety, has got another one. He should live. The urn and the hunger is not enough.
yeah. And you have to just ask yourself the question: how
Whoa.
can Boschka die?
Look at that DD.
Uphill miss.
Oh,
Oh,
he
there's
misses,
one.
yeah. Dunk in the face.
Just so satisfying because like not only is Ench really annoying to kill, but then you
Yeah.
get the dunk, and then the DD. We saw this in one of the previous games. The instant DD into Roshan. This is actually game 2, the first Roshan that Live to Win contested. The only Roshan they contested was because they had the DD and could instantly get into that free Aegis. So yeah, once again, get a cheeky pick off, and off they go.
So that he's sitting under a ward. Afterlife knows exactly what's up. Here comes Weave. Okay. Okay.
All right.
Hey, walked up.
They're
and
doing really
finds the
well,
egg.
okay.
He's dead. This egg's gonna go off.
Seneca
Just
has
barely.
buyback.
But it goes off. While Dream on the other side. The DD rune finally comes out. Roshan is at 1,000
Tombstone's
HP.
expired.
Yotaro, they're trying to get a neat, beautiful say stun from immersion. And so bad dies to a neutral creep.
Oh, they're gonna steal it.
They're gonna steal the Roshan. They might just actually do it. Yotaro inside the pit trying to get it, and he will. He takes the ages. He's done all of the work that Live to Win just did, and he takes it. Thank you for giving me a free Roshan. And they will get the E-Blade shotgun onto Miposhka by FN. Toronto Tokyo very low on HP. He does have that dissimulate to keep another dodge safe for himself. Dream, however, getting initiated on by the Ursa, who's now the holder of the Aegis. Immersion being chased up. Collapse goes in. Gets the lasso onto the Weaver. Can they get the Weaver? They will take down Dream, and he's gone.
What an absolute mare. To Live to Win, they go for the Roshan. They have the DD, but like, did they not have Flesh Golem up? That was kind of a weird feeling. But
when did Undying die in the top lane?
because like again,
Wasn't that more than 2 minutes ago?
Yeah, that's what I think. Like, maybe he didn't have it up, but either way, just the fact that they weren't able to commit and kill that Roshan off, it allowed Team Spirit to start delaying. You know, the egg comes into play, it stops them from doing the Batrider, naping harming up, and also putting Firefly inside the pit. You suddenly can't run in there. So Team Spirit, just really good Roshan contest there. And now you take away that first Aegis, the one that gives Weaver confidence in this game, because he is scared of potentially, you know, the Batrider jump or the Void Spirit soon to be agged. So yeah, really good read from Team Spirit, capitalizing on that slow Roshan due to lack of either Flesh Golem being available and not used, or it not being available because he wasted it top lane after dying to Collapse. Either way,
Afterlife
this
is
is
setting
rough.
up for a blink call here, and he goes in. He doesn't get the call off, though, as Toronto Tokyo already sees what's about to happen. Morphling has to get some strength gain to himself. He's at half HP. There's no vessel ready yet. It's just an urn on the Phoenix, so he's gonna have a little sigh of relief.
Before I give you the sigh sound for you, I wasn't really wanting the game.
Do they see Toronto? Yeah, they see Toronto. Let's see if he gets it.
But do they see
Stalking.
Tokyo though? You need to see the full thing to get the kill.
Act.
Oh, yeah, they don't.
Okay, that was a bit underwhelming.
He just saw Collapse make the
Yotaro
big
goes
plays.
in, though.
He's got an
Damage
Aegis,
onto
though.
FN, and Immersion's just gonna blow up. He's the primary target right now. They will easily get a kill. Axe on the high ground. Ain't going anywhere. Yotaro just turns his attention towards Soneko, but that Aegis will go up. That shotgun does go through. Soneko, meanwhile, he's barely got any movement speed available. He's got no HP either, and he's dead. Toronto Tokyo now chasing onto Afterlife's Axe. Yotaro, he's got no TP cancel, and he doesn't do enough damage in that short time span. Meanwhile, Collapse, he's trying to make some big plays. He's going to find FN, and Dream is trying to do his best. They're going to collapse on both, and they will take down one. And there's the ulti from Dream as well. Yotaro's going to get the opportunity. He will take down also the Weaver, not just the Morphling, but both of the big cores from Live to Win. Team Spirit 6k ahead now with these kills. 1-4.
But you see how important Team Spirit contesting that Roshan is and how they get the Aegis? Because Ursa, he just died instantly to an E-Blade combo. Like, that was a really good
And that was actually-
start to the fight.
That was
But
actually
it's the
0-4,
idea-
because that was just the Aegis.
Yeah, but it's the fact that because they had this Ursa come back into the fight, it's like, well, how do we kill him now? We've already used all of our damage. Like, Weaver isn't doing damage. He's chipping. Especially in a fight where he's against Phoenix, against Batrider, Void Spirit. He's always just present and annoying. He's never just outright killing a hero from 100 to 0. So it's down to the Morphling's job. And Axe doesn't have Blade Maul right now. So it is literally Morphling v the world. If you look at net worth right now, that world is pretty pricey. And the Morphling, he isn't up on the top. So it is a really rough job. And it's just the ability to utilize this Aegis to a higher level. And Ursa, yeah, he tanks the E-Blade, and yeah, it's such an easy fight for them.
And
Live
right
to Win,
after
they're in
that,
a really difficult spot.
yeah, right after that, just kills flowing in Team Spirit's favor. They killed off Immersion. They killed off Soneko. They almost killed the Axe under the tier 2 tower with just the Phoenix. And looking for more, maybe. FN driven away. And a tiny pause. I think a little bit of a breather does... well, it's not always the best thing to see pauses kick in when you're really like, okay, this game is really starting.
I love
now,
a
but-
pause. You know what I loved? I loved when pauses had mini games, and I got griefed by meep out, meep out, meep out. You know, all of that. I
Oh,
loved
yeah.
that so much. I really missed that. I want that back in the game.
Are you serious right now?
Can't you tell from my really honest voice?
Well, honesty is it's a
The
good
best
trait.
policy. Yep.
Best policy, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good phrase.
That's a nice rhyme.
Yeah.
You might just become a rap god analyst.
What a gap in the market, honestly. Just
Magic.
hitting some
However,
fat analysis on the fly. Fat with PH, by the way.
let's talk about items. We have our shard timings up, and we have a blade mail for Undying. We have a blade mail for Axe. Can we see more blade mails? We already had that one game where we saw like 2 blade mails, and I was hoping for a third for someone to build up. And instead,
carried away.
Phoenix Glimmer, Enchantress Glimmer. So we're seeing a lot of double items coming in.
Well, yeah,
And the shard for Ursa. Shard's coming for Ursa. Okay. Every 6th Fury swipe causes an end rage for a second.
What? Why?
On a single target cause. Okay, so if you have
but
like
why?
5 stacks, if you have 5 stacks of swipes on everyone, and then you hit them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you get 5 seconds of enragement. But it's
but every 6. So like, if he gets to like 12.
Yeah. So 6, 12, 18, 24.
Yeah. Maths with Panda.
Wow. Panda maths. Pandas are real stupid animals. Did you know
Don't
that?
ask
That's
the
why we're so
7 times
unique and
tables.
extinct.
Do the 7. Do the 7 times table with Panda. Do him. Prove it to the people. Prove it to the people.
But still,
7.
this-
4. No.
this-
But that is an insane shard. Oh my god! Like, you're always gonna get 6 hits off, so you get this free strong dispel basically. That is I love that. That is fun.
all right. Okay.
I would say a BKB is probably a little bit better
jump-
against the E-Blade, but
I was about to jump to sarcasm mode, but never mind.
no,
Phoenix,
I'm back to serious.
Hello.
So bad though.
What the heck?
He's dead.
He even had a split second there to do something else, but I don't think he was looking where he was going. FN though, and he healed up by Soneko, and Soneko's just gone in 4 hits. He does have that own enrage use this time. However, that rider, oh, he dodges the Laguna Blade with the Yules!
And then blinks on top of all day. Oh, what a
He just
play.
goes for more plays right after. He's really feeling it. This young fella
Oh, the
is
haste.
outplayed. He steals the haste rune from Dream, and he's got FN, Immersion, and Dream. They're all chasing him up, and FN is down. The LSA stun on Yatoro, but Toronto, Tokyo, you guessed it. He's going to go places. This kid's going places, and he's chasing Immersion right now. He's got that DD rune, and Lina hunted down under his own tower. 3
beautiful.
heroes gone again.
Absolutely beautiful. Like, not only did he style at the start of the fight, but then the game just graced him with the perfect rune to live. Sure, and Imbers would have done the same thing, but the haste. Oh, the haste.
The haste.
Yeah, I mean, that was fun. But Live to Win, they tried to make an aggressive play, and they're trying to get something on the map, but they're so far behind. They just don't do the damage. So this Weaver pick is meant to dismantle the lane and get the ball rolling for them. The issue is he can't do that. Like, he doesn't even have a BKB. Like, and that's a bad point. Like, he buys BKB when the game's hard, and he's not even near it. Like, Axe doesn't have Blade Mail. Like, they don't have anyone to play around. And Team Spirit, this Ursa, Battle Fury SMY now has the status resist from the SMY at like old times. He can't go Satanic anymore, thank God. But yeah, he is. Team Spirit is so scary.
Setting up in mid. Team Spirit on the riverside right now, stalking and hunting.
Oh, and Collapse is a gem now as well. Like, he does not want Weaver to have any fun. Like, he basically, at the end of the series, when they go to Christmas break and if Live to Win lose, he wants to force Dream to really think about, like, is he going to stay on Live to Win? Or is RTW coming back to the team? That's what I feel like Collapse
That's
is.
a bit harsh. That's some very harsh analysis on a gem pickup on a Bat Rider. Holy crap. Okay.
It's
okay.
a meme. It's a meme.
Wow. I love it. I absolutely love it, though, T-Gov.
Mate,
I
it's
was
a
not
Christmas break.
expecting that, but it did happen. However, Team Spirit
Take it
waiting on the
back.
low ground. We got LTW on the high ground. That tombstone's going to reveal everybody. Yatoro, the jump in from Afterlife on the background, trying to take down this Phoenix, and he goes out, he pops the egg, and they've got Soneko in their sights. They've already lost the Weaver in the river by Collapse. The lasso been used to take the kill. They're going to take another, and Dream is coming in with the buyback, and he is coming. He's teleporting back onto the tower. Immersion's been hunted up by Toronto, Tokyo. Yatoro, what can Dream do? He just came with a Shikuchi, and now he's just watching and wondering around what he's going to do. Immersion goes down, Toronto, Tokyo, very low on HP. Dream has just spent his buyback, and he uses his ulti. He's still in between of all of these Team Spirit heroes, and he's trying to make a run for it, but GG's there! GG does come through, and Team Spirit, I hate to be an Nostradamus, they won game 2, they win game 3, they win this series, and they go up against Viking GG in the finals of the BTS Pro Series Europe and CIS season number 4, ladies and gents.
Mate, this game was so fun to watch, actually. Like, Team Spirit, I think, especially after game 2, with just the just the ability to outplay the kind of the macro kind of portion of the game, just where they're playing, why they're playing. And in game 3, their draft, they just ramp up that aggression. They identify the weaknesses, the slow pacing of Live to Win. Like, they steal the axe pick. Good for you. You have a Morphling Undying. Like, you can't make moves. They pick up just super hard, like, run at you heroes. And they are just so scary to play into. And for Live to Win, I think they kind of, unfortunately, crumbled a little bit, especially in game 2, with the idea of how they were playing as a team. And then come into game 3, they had this draft where they needed to play so well in their lanes, and they had that great start. But that Roshan, that first Roshan, the only Roshan that they went for, they weren't able to instantly kill it off. And I still, to this point in time, I can't remember if Seneko had Flesh Golem up or not, but they needed to do it quickly. But because Team Spirit expertly contested, took that away, punished the slow nature of Live to Win's inside Roshan, that Aegis timing just propelled Team Spirit to just new heights, and they just rolled that aggression the entire time. So I think, yeah, Team Spirit, if you just remove game 1 from your memory, they played super good Dota. But game 1, it kind of lingers, right? So I think, especially going into Viking, in that series tomorrow, grand final, best of 5, don't forget. I think this will be a very enjoyable series of just outright, just kind of just drafting. I think the drafting between these two teams will be so fun to watch, and then they both play really, really good Dota. So yeah, it'll be good to see tomorrow.
Tomorrow, yeah, definitely going to be a very interesting one. This was the battle between, from the previous tournament in the group stages, Team Spirit, previously known as Yellow Submarine, took first seed, and Live to Win came in second. Live to Win ended up being the second in the entire Division 2 bracket, and in Division 1, well, Yellow Submarine didn't make it too far, but they got to play against some good teams, and now they get to show their real claws and teeth against Viking GG. So yeah, I'm having positive thoughts about tomorrow. I think this is the right team to challenge Viking GG here. Yeah,
no, yeah, for sure. I think there's a reason why both of these teams got invited. Viking and Team Spirit, they both got invited to the playoffs. They played really well, but also it's just the fortitude over best of 3 and how you react. Like, some teams, especially if you're more of a tier 3 team, you lose game 1, you kind of get shaken, you can't win, that second game, especially if it's a hard one. But for Team Spirit, they never really buckled under the pressure, and they just really bounced back game 2 and then owning game 3. So yeah, I think my only hope is that for Live to Win, they now don't have any tournaments to play. The Christmas break DPC, like, they are still one of like the top 4 or 5 CIS teams. They are doing pretty well. They are just missing that extra little something to push them further. Yeah. And I hope that they can kind of find that piece of the puzzle over that Christmas break, and then we will have a really hotly contested CIS group with the likes of VP, Navi up top, and then you'll have Live to Win, a Team Spirit kind of behind that, and then maybe Gambit and the other lads just kind of tailing up the rear. So yeah, CIS is looking to be kind of enjoyable, especially for the DPC season next year.
Agreed on that. But ladies and gents, our time here today is coming to an end, but tomorrow, the grand finals, best of 5, Viking GG versus our brand new Team Spirit. You have to watch this one. You don't want to miss it. It's the final cast for us as well, for T-Panda and TeaGuvnor. We've had a really, really action-filled year 2020, both in the downs and also in the ups. We've been around also well with all the pro Dota that's been going on, but one more series to go. And all I can say is just I'm really happy that Beyond the Summit and also Monster Energy decided to pick us to cast this tournament, because we've had some interesting moments, we've had some interesting games, and I think we're about to see the best one as well. But that's tomorrow, 17 CET. Write that down in your calendars. 5 p.m. in the evening. We start off with the best of 5 series for Europe and CIS and find out who wins that $15,000 for the first place prize pool. TeaGuv, well, we're going to have to wait and see what happens down tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in today. Thanks to all of you viewers out there. Thanks to Monster Energy. We will see you tomorrow, ladies and gents. So have a good evening, have a good night, and be back tomorrow.